Everybody, welcome back to another flight. This is number 127. Welcome back, Skiers. I'm your host and co-pilot, Yusuf Ali, Major Major.
And I am Pap Johnson, legend.
Air Marshal Kelly.
And as the wireless ground control.
And we are in this bitch. As we don't got a full flight. We short-handed, but we ain't going that far because everybody want to watch the Lakers and the Nets.
That Ted Cruz flight.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we were short-handed. You know, one of our, if you're a faithful skier, you know, one of our faithful airmen is down. He's been down for many weeks. He's been, I don't know. We don't know what's going on, but
Hey, you like the grandpa and Willy Wonka. That nigga just don't get out of bed for shit.
He said back to
Word.
black.
we feel
His
the
back is back.
gotta back you out.
Nigga, yeah, I got
It's been laid out every flight so far.
Oh man.
Immobile,
that nigga gonna be in a wheelchair.
he immobile like a motherfucker. That's for sure.
He tried to play Sam Jackson from the Unbreakable movie.
You gonna get that roll?
Glass. Damn, that's fucked up.
You remember when he fell down them steps? Oh! Ah!
That was the best.
They fell down so many flights of stairs. Hey, take a moment, give a round of applause. Quincy is sitting up, everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was worried.
He reminds me of Denzel from Bone Collector.
That's what I was going for, baby. You know what I'm saying? All method. All method.
just phone it in. All right, I'll tell you this.
But,
Hey, they got a season out of Bone Collector with Russell Hornsby.
Yo, we should do that as a comedy. A comedian goes and tells another nigga how to tell the joke, says he sits in the bed paralyzed. I gotta do the joke.
the bomb collector.
yeah, like the first topic I wanted to get into is this crazy, ridiculous weather that's prone to happen look like anywhere now. I remember a couple years ago when it snowed in Atlanta, like 2015. I remember thinking, like, man, that's crazy. Look how it's snowing in Atlanta. This is crazy. But this Texas shit is trumping. The people that had to bring farm animals inside. Motherfuckers got ice on their ceiling fans in the house.
Yeah, they is not prepared whatsoever. But
Man, they say people dying left and right, freezing to death and all this kind of shit because they ain't got no coats. Nobody got down there got coats. People barely got
coats. Them niggas lying about that coat shit. It get cold. They just don't get this cold, and it is ridiculously cold. I'll give them niggas that. It is as they say, below 0 degrees, which is never no cool shit. But they got that oil money, man. They need to be spending that. JJ Watt got some from the floods. It's something about Texas. They always it seemed like Mother Nature just don't fuck with Texas.
Yeah, they had the Hurricane Harvey a couple years ago.
It just keep happening to them, and it's like I don't. Maybe they own some, ancient burial ground shit,
Yeah, Bomani, he's from Houston, and the dude he had on the day was from Houston. So they were just talking about Texas and their history, how they are, and they basically what they were saying is they did this to themselves. They want to be apart from everybody. That's why they got their own grid and they own all this shit, and they did this to themselves.
Yeah,
trying to be big bad Texas.
It's a tragedy, it's bad when the guy who's supposed to be in charge of it break left for Cancun, which is also hilarious.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He's so against, illegal immigrants and whatnot, but the first place he gonna go is to Cancun.
And this dumbass nigga, he could have drove to Mexico. Nobody would have even seen him in the airport. He in Texas. Just drive down there. What you hopping on a flight for? People gonna see you in the airport taking off and shit, sitting next to niggas.
Because he knew at the airport he could find out where it was popping at. He was on his MTV spring break show. He was like, oh, Cancun? Cancun, where is that?
They say now he coming back after the backlash. He embarrassed.
Right back around.
You motherfucker, you shouldn't have went in the first place, you dummy.
Okay, but we don't know where he went to go get in Cancun, because I done made
he could have got what he needed.
Yeah, because you know them trips where you go somewhere and come right back, man. I just had to go pick something up, drop something off.
That would be cool if Ted Cruz was like moving that thing. Moving that dope.
I was talking to my roommate about that Texas shit, and he was talking about like, man, I said, man, if it get that cold, if it ever snow out here, I'll be so mad. I feel so cheated. He like, well, you know, that ain't gonna happen out here. Then 10 minutes later, I saw that shit on fucking Saudi Arabia. I said, man, it can snow anywhere it want to.
Anywhere. It get cold enough. That's
really
how the
hope.
weather works.
I really hope. That shit is crazy. I ain't never seen snow on no camel. That shit fucked me up. But
I don't know.
There's
Like,
no
not even
other
like
wrong.
that Atlanta shit, they caught like 3-4 inches or some shit and lost their mind. They getting blizzarded on in Texas for days. Like that shit's crazy. And when I talk to in Texas, just like they ain't have power for like days.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
the other thing.
It's different when it comes from Atlanta. You know, 3 or 4 inches is a lot deadlier coming from the back.
All right, this is only a political thing, but this is kind of important because I know I got student loans. I don't know if y'all got student loans, but the lady pleaded with Biden to like eliminate $50,000 worth, and he was like, "No, I do 10." And then
the Joey B with the counter, that's called a counter offer.
right. We can't meet in the middle or nothing. We can't do 20, 25.
Throw Joe Button in the trash. They ain't shit.
Hey.
Hold on, no, brother. You talking about the wrong one. Joey B. Bird Biden.
They both malarkey. Go in the trash. I don't need them. $10,000. What $10,000 you do?
Joe Biden, that's a step in the right direction.
It ain't no step in the goddamn right direction. Because what they gonna do, they gonna forgive $10,000, not talk about shit for another 10 years, and go, remember that time we gave y'all $10,000? If you got a large amount, if you got a real amount of
look, Joe Biden, like, you want the money or don't you? You don't want the money then. You don't want the money.
I don't give a fuck. I went to law school, nigga. I went to law school. My loans is substantial. You knock $10,000 off, I won't even notice the shit. Won't even budge. Won't budge a little bit. So
you should take him to court.
Shut the fuck up.
All I know is Joe Biden, first of all, he got 80 days. He 20 days into his 100 days. And if that nigga don't got my stimulus check,
that nigga
all his time.
Yeah, you need it.
Out of here. That nigga got 100 days. Do you hear me, Joe? 100 days.
Don't worry,
money.
Joe's on it. You know, he's got a lot of phone calls to make, a lot of stuff to go over. He on it.
No, he not.
Joe Biden the best. Joe Biden the best white president we've had in a long time.
That ain't hard to do.
Hey.
The bar is very, very low.
He did it though.
You gotta go all the way back. You gotta go back to what? Kennedy?
Even Kennedy.
Jimmy Carter.
Oh yeah, Jimmy.
I don't think nobody liked Jimmy Carter.
What did he do though? Like he got was just there.
They didn't like him because he was a good president.
Yeah, he was just there to do his job and left. Like he didn't make no noise. No war.
He came the closest to peace in the middle. He came the closest to peace in Palestine. That's why they don't like him, because he made compromises and he made.
They weren't gonna release them hostages with him. You need a man as president, Ronald Reagan.
Jimmy Carter just released.
Abe Lincoln was friends with Anthony Mackie. I saw that with my own eyes. Back then they called him Nigger Jim though. But they were friends.
Oh, the Nigger Jim.
Good friends. They slayed vampires together. It was quite a tale.
They were the first ones like, nigga, nigga, get over here. Look at this shit. I'm sorry. Did you hear Babe Ruth was black?
Yeah, I've been hearing that for a little while because they ain't got no records to prove his parents and the way he look and where he's supposed to be from. So
Baltimore.
They ain't gonna give us that. You know they ain't gonna give us Babe Ruth. That'll ruin their whole shit if they gave us Babe Ruth.
Where did this come from? Did Babe Ruth like go in somebody's body to tell them like what? How's it?
You know, the first person I heard talk about it, I want to say was Bomani, but he said I didn't heard that. I definitely heard that. It's probably something we could probably YouTube or Google something about it.
Yeah, I know all about him. I told you all the great black people come from Baltimore.
Name three.
Frederick Douglass, Babe Ruth, and Cisco.
Cisco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair.
The
song.
Mm.
He was the first nigga to walk on a bunch of bitches.
Yeah. Don't. Oh, please tell me.
Yeah.
Hey, you sure what? I should do that for something like Black History and do a Cisco and show him walking on them butts.
Yeah, he changed
the
world. Yeah, give Cisco his credit. He changed the world. People were not wearing thongs before Cisco. The thong. Oh my goodness.
That really changed the game. It sure did.
It changed the world.
You know what else?
You was allowed to call out girls. I was like a freshman in high school or some shit. And you could walk around and fucking high school girls being like, hey, I can see your panty line, where your thongs at? And they was like, Mom, I gotta get thongs. Cisco says.
Gotta get those.
Yeah, you must have grew up around white people.
No. Everybody was out here just, had the jeans where they could just show the thong. You pull the thong up.
Remember Lita?
I don't know if I'm okay with Quincy participating in the visuals. I don't know. I'm not talking to a picture. I'm not
hey man, I just got home. Give me a second to get situated. Y'all yelling out.
They just wheeled them in.
Week, he made a couple news stories. First for getting into a little, I don't know if you want to say getting into it, but it was security guard versus security guard with him and 6ix9ine.
And that shit, security guards didn't even get into
shouting match.
Yeah, they was yelling at each other, and then afterwards, Meek Mill was on video being mad at his security guards for letting him get close to him. It was funny, but then he fucked up, and then he fucked up even worse, and he made a song with Lil Baby, and being another rapper rapping about things he don't do. He rapping about what he gonna do with his AK-47, even though he just got out of jail and he on parole and all. Anyway, what he's gonna do with his AK-47, which is commonly known as a chopper. He said he going down with his chopper. It's gonna be another Colt, and
okay.
It was a kind of clever double entendre. It just wasn't really worth it. The risk wasn't worth the biscuit. The risk wasn't worth the biscuit.
Hold on.
I don't think anyone's ever said the word clever with Meek Mill.
Like no, Meek Mill is very clever.
Let's just be real.
Meek Mill can spit. I fuck with Meek. That line is good.
It is. It just wasn't worth it. It was just people love
it was worth it. That's very right. But it is a good line. I don't know if it was worth it. Meek Mill's, I think he can rap. I don't think he can make good songs that much.
I think him and Tekashi saw each other at the club. Their PR teams got together and said, "Let's."
Yeah, that felt like a setup,
right?
Like, hey man, you want to go? You work for the feds. I work for the feds. Let's go viral together.
Yeah, let these two snitches do whatever snitches do.
Guess you gonna start kicking it with fucking Robert Kraft after this. Right? That's all that
I
is.
ain't like the
While Charles calls themselves to death.
Charles, you can mute while you dying, bro.
I know. I don't know how.
All I can say about Meek Mills is this the guy who got dissed by Drake, did a diss record, and then it was so bad that he deleted it off the internet immediately. So I don't know what y'all expect from Meek Mills. I know Philly niggas come and go.
Shut up.
He been fucking up all quarantine.
You interrupted his whole inhale with that one.
They was on the ass giving all them kids $20, just $20.
Black Thought continues to be the best MC in the game over 20 years. So I don't want to talk about Black Thought, my nigga. Black Thought, father figure. I'll send you the freestyle that he dropped this week. That's fire as shit.
Okay.
Hold on, you see how you
albums, and then go on late night TV. And he on late night TV.
I did not speak any ills of Black Thought and Questlove. You know. But I'm talking more so like the freeways and the PD cracks.
Yeah.
And obviously the Meek Mills. I tweeted he need to go back to yell rapping. That's when he was his hottest. Like, I don't give a fuck about his bars.
In Freeway defense, Freeway was fighting for his life. He ain't got time to rap. He got bigger concerns.
Well, I feel like it all went downhill on that.
Yeah, because he was about to die. When they let
Memphis get on the track.
No, you don't remember? Put a beat on him and Cassidy. Put a beat on.
That was before his
man.
That was before his album. That was before his album came out. So
he said put a beat on.
All I'm saying is I just
watched that about a week ago.
I can name some Philly niggas in the rap game who have come and gone. That's all I was saying. Like,
I mean, rap is a come and go thing.
Really,
what? Rap is here to stay.
Beans was one of the hardest niggas to ever do the shit.
I fuck with
for
Beans.
15 minutes. For 15 minutes.
Pussy, you listen to pure bullshit. You listen to the most bullshit. I've been in the car with you. You don't have no right to talk about nothing.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now. You sit here and try to tell me Beans was one of the hardest rappers in the game.
Yes, you idiot. Do you listen?
Nigga, you on life right now, nigga. What the fuck? You talking about Beans?
Hard as fuck. Yeah.
The Broad Street Bully.
Oh my God.
I'll put your stomach
You're right. You're right. Everything. Yes. Everything in rap is real. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Drop the mic.
Siegel don't get gun charges. He gets shooting charges.
Yo,
his defense.
I'm gonna ride for my nigga. Give me 2 to the ribs.
He said. They said I shot that nigga in the stomach, and y'all know I only shoot niggas in the head. That was his defense. I shoot niggas in the head. He was the
nigga. What's your life like? Mine's is real.
Real. So, everything's got to chill.
Come back and tell us.
State property.
Yeah. You can't never
That's
just
legendary. They got legendary shit. Quincy, what do you like?
They have good rap music. I love Snoop Dogg. I love Dr. Dre.
You like this? Well, you one of these hits guys.
No, you're sitting here telling me that a rapper who came out and was rapping about some stuff got caught doing some stuff, and now he don't do that stuff no more? Or is he still out there murdering? Is Bean still out there murdering?
He can't talk no more. You heard him talk? Oh, he can't rap if he can't talk.
If you go to Philly right now, Beans is down in Southeast Philly, sitting at a bar on the block. Niggas see him there all the time. He just down he on the block chilling still. Beans is like.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe that comment. We gonna have to strictly edit that out.
Hey man, I don't have a Beans album in my repertoire. If a song comes on,
that's
you're
why
right. I listen to bullshit. You are correct. I have every UGK album in my car, but I just listen to bullshit because that's what you said. All right,
you from Texas.
Okay.
You better have some UGK.
Okay, guy. You're from
better have
Cleveland,
some
bruh.
UGK in
Y'all
your car.
just got satellite last month.
You
Chill out.
better have some UGK in your car. Other than that,
Oh my God. Yes, man. Okay.
UGK and a bunch of bullshit.
Okay. Yeah.
Bean
Yeah.
Eagle ain't. He
Oh,
really just. Bean Eagle ain't.
Me and you done had our. Man, this Quincy time. Me and you, we done had our back and forth. This is Quincy time today.
Okay, what's that?
It was supposed to be a short, tight flight. What happened?
All right, yeah, 1 second. We're gonna go to commercial. Oh my God.
We'll fix it in the editing. It's fine.
All right. Anyway, but they ain't the only rappers. Tory Lanez had an interesting week. Tory Lanez got caught with his head looking wide open like a fucking 7-Eleven.
His head been looking like that. That's not.
But it wasn't that bad.
It looked like Athens, the Coliseum, the Greece Coliseum. It looked like you had the pillars.
He had to
coming
get
from the east to the west.
His grass was looking. He was playing on that Bad News Bears field.
That was bad, man. That was a terrible endorsement for whatever surgery or implant or procedure, whatever he had. That shit did not work. Go get your money back.
If he don't kill that photographer,
why won't that nigga just shave his head? What is it about being bald and R&B that he just don't want to deal with right now?
Man,
what's that?
See, I think I know what really happened in that picture, and I mean, in his defense, you know, I've been telling y'all, LeBron James is the only man who has a hairpiece that is fit and made for active wear. I've been telling y'all this. Y'all don't want to give that nigga his props for how durable it is, but clearly Tory Lanez was hooping and he did something too fast. He probably jumped for a rebound and that nigga shit slid off and he had no idea. And they got him. They just got him before they could tell him, like, hey, man.
But hey, bro.
Missing.
Because why else would you even leave a house like that? That's what I
like,
was
nigga,
saying.
your toupee is in the post. Your toupee is in the post, nigga. You gotta pick that up.
Yeah, man.
Caught in the
He
net.
already getting the Meg the Stallion backlash. He is having
that's what happens
horrible,
when you don't have Amazon Prime, homie. You know what I mean? It's 10 stops away.
Oh man.
He is having a horrible 2021.
He brought it on himself.
Yeah, he did. He literally did. He really did.
No one told him to shoot Megan Thee Stallion.
He didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion. That's the whole point. He took the rap for it.
Well,
she said, "You shoot at me."
No, she listened to her new album. She say, "How you gonna take rap? How you gonna take the rap for one of these rap niggas you cool with?" She asked the question in the track.
You shoot at me, you going to jail. That's what she said.
Well, if he did take the rap, then he even dumber. Then you might as well have just shot her. Then
I just like that she said shoot it and not shot. She didn't say you shot me. She said you shoot at me.
There's many ways to finish a sentence.
Gotta make it fit in the bars.
You know, it's the English language. You can create your own. Jiggy was not a word until Will
No,
Smith needed something.
she wasn't rapping. She was talking to her IG Live, and she had her hair in a wrap, no makeup, and she was just talking, and she was just like, "Nigga, you shoot at me." In movies, let's talk about the Black Messiah that was filled with betrayal and hate and death and sadness, but it was good, and it was written by 2 comedians, literally, and it was fucking shot in Cleveland. A lot of that was shot in Cleveland, and The main actor is a British dude that nailed a 60s Chicago accent. I mean, what more can you like? It's awesome.
Well, first,
Pat, go on.
huh?
I'll let you take this.
I'm gonna just we can trade back and forth. I'm gonna just say, first of all, the main actor was not a British nigga. The main actor
Where
was
you from?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield is the main actor.
He's the main actor.
Well, the co-star.
Yeah, because it's called Judas and the Messiah. So the whole
Yeah, it's more about him. It's definitely more about him.
He's the first nigga you see.
And the last nigga you see.
Okay, so Aston, you could go on.
Yeah, so that like the movie starts on the snitch and it ends on the snitch.
I saw that tweet like 4 times.
Yeah, so like, look, last week you and me, we talking about Fred Hampton, our favorite revolutionary person, like all time, right? Like he that nigga. His message is so powerful that they had to kill him at 21. They killed him before everybody else. They was like, this nigga, he on some shit that we can't have get out, right? Like we gotta murk this nigga. They had him on charges, and they still was like, we gotta kill him.
Stealing ice cream.
And they ain't give but 2 or 3 scenes really even showing what he was all about, because we spending time riding around in cars with this snitch and weird out. Like, like when it got to his death, I expected to be in tears by the end of that movie. And at the end of the movie, they didn't even make enough of a connection with who Fred Hampton was and what he was about, because we spent all this time on this snitch. And like I'm tired. Why they telling the story from that perspective?
Because it was the movie was based on his interview, so the movie basically was about him, like Pap said. That's why his name is the head star.
The movie,
like, when you watch the eyes,
movie was
made. We can't do this on the podcast or Zoom. When you watch the Eyes on the Prize, you can see that everything that he talked about in the movie, in that interview, real life interview, is what basically the Lucas brothers made a movie about. Now, if they want to make a movie about Fred Hampton, that's going to have to be a totally separate, because you got to start when he was little to when he got there. When the movie starts, it's basically only about a 6-month period of his life. That's what the whole movie is about. It's not about Fred Hampton. Right. It's about the Black Panthers. It's about how this piece of shit infiltrated and got him killed in his 6 months or whatever, how long he was with the Panthers. And that's what the movie is about.
Fred Hampton being as important as he was, right? He ain't taught in schools. You don't hear about I don't know white people that even know who the fuck Fred Hampton is, right? I know black people that don't know who Fred Hampton is. We ain't gonna get another Fred Hampton story, right?
I don't know.
We not. This was the Fred Hampton story. You ain't gonna get another story about the nigga from Green Book. But all we heard was the white nigga that drove him around.
You didn't get a story from that nigga from Green Book. You got a story about the white dude that drove him around. Right. He's in it.
Not in this. And so like and Hollywood's gonna be like, nah, we gave you your Fred Hampton story.
Hey,
you got a little bit of that dish.
Can I ask a quick question? Did you say the Lucas brothers made this movie?
They wrote it.
They did the story.
Keith and Kenny.
You know how many times I teach the niggas at after hours?
I know them.
Yeah,
I did 2 shows in Cleveland.
Hey, I'm you said I got hate in my heart earlier, so I'm just trying to get away from that notion of having hate in my heart. So I'm gonna
let it out. I said if you have it, let it out.
Yeah, let it out. Be honest.
I feel that movie was made to make snitching palatable. You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel enraged at the snitching, at the level with which this man infiltrated, you know what I'm saying, a 21-year-old man's life and dimed him out according to the report. It's palatable snitching. This man had a movement, and some white dudes in a room were like, hey man, if we just pay this black guy, we can make it work.
He was a kid.
The FBI had 9 active snitches in the Black Panther Party. Lakeith Stanfield was 1. The nigga he was talking to on the stairs was a snitch in that scene. That was a real guy, real character. That's a real snitch, real informant. He just didn't know Lakeith Stanfield was 1 too, because they didn't all know they was snitching each other. That's why the one that they killed was also an informant. He didn't know that they was working together. The FBI, some cruel, dirty motherfuckers. And that's how, just like Fred Hampton said, that's how they got Malcolm. That's how they got Martin. That's how they do it. They get in, they get in there and they spread the lies. Like they gave Fred. They gave what's my man, the gang leader dude. Anyway, they sent him the letters talking about the Black Panthers want to kill him, and he like, man, we didn't do this. The FBI did. That's what they do.
Right. And so the point is, the person we should be mad at is the FBI actively working to destroy the entire Black Power movement. But instead, we come away going, yo, fuck this nigga over here. Oh, did you believe this? You believe this shit? Now we mad at a nigga instead of being mad at the FBI who put him into a position where he could be turned snitch and use that against him. But all we get is one random white dude from the FBI talking sometimes.
He couldn't help. I was like, when we was watching it with Jill, I was like, he was in such a fuck. Like, if you get caught stealing a car, get caught doing anything, and they say you looking at 5 years, and you know in your heart you can't do 5 minutes, and then they say, well, all you gotta do is do this, and you don't gotta go to jail. You doing it? You doing it? You doing it?
You 19 years old.
Yep,
they talking to you. They talking to you about the Black Panther Party like it is the Klan. You know, it's very impressionable. You got to understand the situation.
You seen the pandemic, motherfuckers can't stay in their house. So can you imagine having to go to jail for 5 years?
Hey,
fuck jail.
Nah, I'm not gonna roll with that. I'm gonna go against that. That was the thing that really made me upset about the movie was like, nigga, just do your 5 years, like. And I get it, like, you take that deal at first, maybe, because you didn't know them niggas, whatever. But then you get as close as you was to them motherfuckers and you understand how powerful in the real movement, and then to still go through with that shit, you a hoe ass nigga. Like, you just a hoe ass nigga to me. And
they want to go to jail.
And I felt like that was the end tail of the movie was like that niggas can't even trust niggas. I didn't like that how much distrust it disseminated. Ooh, I like that word.
Let's go out on a high note, doing Netflix and smokes. Other than the Black history or African history I was telling y'all about, also watch Hip Hop Uncovered. It's about the people that's connected to the streets that help move hip hop forward from the back to the beginning days. Is about like unknowns to me that I knew about Waka Flocka's mama, but I didn't know his uncle was also a big deal in the streets. And then you got, of course, Big U on the West Coast, and they talk about Trick, who everybody know about in Detroit, and they talk about Asian Jack, who everybody know if they heard at least one Tupac song. So it's pretty interesting. And then you got Godzilla that you recommended a couple of shows ago. We watched that Godzilla to get ready for the new Godzilla verse, which I can't see. Sidebar, I can't see how King Kong is gonna beat Godzilla. This is gonna be an interesting ass movie.
Don't disrespect King Kong, dog. What you doing? How you gonna disrespect the king, man?
Nigga, you disrespected Beanie Siegels.
I will disrespect Beanie Siegel every time. I will disrespect him every time. Every time.
Godzilla of Philly.
Every time. The Philly Godzilla sounds like a sandwich, nigga. What are you talking about?
Could you imagine a rapper with Benny Siegel's braids and tight ass?
Godzilla with Billy Siegel's braids.
And because Godzilla, he can shoot fire, laser shit, and absorb energy. Like, he a motherfucker. King Kong just a big ass gorilla. Like, that's
King
it.
Kong has the ingenuity of a human being. What? And man is the apex predator. What are we talking about here?
King Kong.
All I know is that's gonna be a great fucking movie. And my last pick is this shit that I didn't think this shit was gonna be as interesting as it was, but I'll be damned we didn't binge watch all. I think it's 9, maybe 10 episodes. It's about a black funeral home in Memphis. It's on Netflix. R. Bernard Funerals Home, man. The fucking it's a family owned business. The mom, the son, the uncle, and the man. That shit is fucking hilarious. Not even on purpose. Like the old lady is so unintentionally funny. And so we watched this shit. It was great. It was great. So that's my picks.
It's called R. Bernard.
It's fuck. What is it called? Buried with the Bernards. That's what it's called.
Buried with the Bernards. All right.
My pick is Skinwalker Ranch on Hulu. Skinwalker Ranch is about this ranch up in Utah that all this like mad, like they've been seeing like flying saucers, and if they put infrared on it, the like range top glows, and like legend has it that it's like an old ancient Indian beef, and they curse this whole ridge, and these like 5 rich white dudes go up there with no shaman and no sage or nothing, and they just go up there and their head starts like it's like a true story. There's like a History Channel documentary, and one of the niggas' head is like swelling up and busting open, and all their phones dying, and you like, yeah, white people, because y'all not supposed to be here. And it's just it's real good watching them get fucked up by Indian ancestors.
Hell no. Skinwalker Ranch.
Everything they try, they fly drones up, the drone battery just died and fall. They go out, their phones just die. Yeah, it's just nuts.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Well, the movie I've been watching over and over and over again is Open Drift. Hold on, what is it? Open Water 2. I haven't seen the first.
I saw the first one.
I haven't seen the first one, but the second one is quite interesting. I'm yelling the whole time. The lady I was with referred to the movie as dumb several times. So I was like, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Man, by the time you watch that, you like, I'm never going to watch that again. That shit was awful.
And you've watched it how many times?
I watched it 3 times. It's dumb as shit. You like, just get on the fucking boat. They got the biggest guy take everybody's clothes and make a rope, and he climbing. Like, you the biggest guy. You wait. Let the lady go. Let the lady go. She not going to rip it. You dummy. Open Water 2. That's my suggestion.
I like one because they both died, and usually somebody will live in the movie, but on Open Water they both died.
How you gonna survive open water? It's just...
Basically, yeah, it's real hard to survive open water.
Mm-hmm.
Only nigga to do that was,
especially when you get the bends.
Anyway,
my pick is Alien Contact on the Sci-Fi Network. That show is great. It is a show about an alien who becomes a white man, and with enough knowledge to get by and white privilege, he saves the day. Hey man, you gotta love that. He has no idea what he's doing, but because he's a white guy, he gets away with it.
I would never watch it.
It's a great show.
It's a show?
It's a show. Yes, it's a show. It is hilarious.
Oh, man.
It's dumb as shit. The black dude on there is playing the sheriff. He's got the worst accent you've ever heard. Man, it's a great show.
It's a great show.
On the Sci-Fi Network.
Oh, man. I know why you watching this. Stephen Hawking was doing the same thing before he passed. He was looking for aliens so they could help him walk again. You're not slick, man. You're not
He's gonna take that leg. He gonna gorilla glue that leg. It's the leg.
Space Jam magic.
I've been doing my research.
He went those Godzilla legs.
All right, my pick is I've been watching Man of Steel all week. I also watched. It's a great movie. It's I only have one issue. There's one scene in the movie that really bothers me, is when Kevin Costner, Superman's dad, goes back to save a dog and dies in a tornado. It made no sense. It made fucking no. You have Superman there. The nigga can't do this without anybody actually noticing.
Hey, man.
You take your old ass out there.
Do you understand what that man got? He got away. He knew what he signed up for. He was trying to keep God in check. He knew he couldn't do that. He just was like, man, I can get out, bro. This is a lesson, right? Me dying is a lesson for you, and I'm done. No child support.
I understand that, but you know, the Uncle Ben getting shot at the liquor store. That's something that always makes me cry. And this shit, I was just like, this is dumb. I was like, you really did this. This was unnecessary. Y'all could have got a new dog at the worst. My nigga, y'all could have got a fucking new dog. But other than
there were people watching.
Great movie, 45-minute fight scene where they literally destroy Metropolis.
In the first movie, killed everybody in the city.
Destroyed. Superman got thrown through 8 high rises all at once.
Yeah, man.
So
Fast and Furious style. You know what I mean?
So that was good. I watched the Tiger Woods shit. That was infuriating. He really needed a black woman in his life. That's all. That was the only problem with Tiger Woods, is he didn't have not one black woman in his life to be like,
especially in his formative years.
Yeah, just like nigga.
Well, he probably wanted to keep his money.
well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen.
He lost.
I mean, he kept a lot of money. He was already super rich, so he kept a lot of money.
Was y'all watching Your Honor?
No.
Yeah.
You saw that one?
I watched Your Honor. They needed a legal consultant on there because they got everything in that damn courtroom. I was watching that show. The judge is making objections, prosecutors and shit. I was like, what are you doing?
The judge
oh yeah,
making objections.
Oh yeah, when he when that nigga went and visited the crime scene by himself, touching everything. When he walked the crime scene, it's like, bro, this is an act of crime. You're the judge, and you can't go investigate the crime.
What?
Yeah.
I've actually seen that happen.
I've seen that happen.
You seen judges? Wait. You seen judges go to the crime scene by themselves?
Pat was there.
There was this one case I do remember. It was the people.
Shut the fuck up. The people version.
Orenthal. I think Orenthal. Jones. Yeah.
Jones.
Simpson. Yeah. That time. Yeah. Everybody. Nobody had gloves that night. They didn't have blankets. They didn't have sandwich bags. They was just taking shit home like it was.
Remember
the evidence was with me for like 3 days before I turned it in, so I knew it was safe. You understand? This was important evidence.
Yeah.